Good work, Descendant. The Colossus was stronger than average, and you still achieved a resounding victory. However, as long as the dimensional wall remains open, the invasion of the Colossi will never end. Until the dimensional wall is closed, humankind will have no choice but to live with the fear of the Colossi. Descendant, securing the Iron Hearts and closing the dimensional wall, it isn't just to defeat the Vulgus. If we cannot stop the invasion of Ingress by the Colossi, there will be no hope for humanity. Remember your calling. I will focus more attention on monitoring the Void Dimension.
That was a job well done, Descendant. While you were intercepting the Colossus, the guide gave Enzo some important intel. It concerns the next operation, so head back to HQ once you're ready.
The success of this operation will lead us to victory. Bunny, I've been expecting you. I have something I need to discuss, if you wouldn't mind waiting a moment. I have to finish my discussion with Nell first. There are some loose ends regarding our operations that we need to tie up. It won't take long. Please, make yourself comfortable. I've reviewed the most recent battle report. What was it like coming face to face with Corel?
I mean, I barely made it out alive.
He may not have shown it, but he was worried about you. Alpha?
I was. And I want you to take it easy for a while. Try a different mission. Have a look at this.
What are these?
We discovered them when we were going through records of past operations. These ones seem to involve your parents, so I'm hoping you'll look into them.
Records about my parents? Grandma, when are Mom and Dad coming back? Mom said she'd bring me a birthday present. She hates me, doesn't she? Is that why she left me? And Dad? Grandma, I don't want you to leave me too. I can't even remember what my parents looked like. When I think about my childhood, I only remember being with my grandmother. Why are you giving me this now? I'm fine. I'm fully recovered. I'd like to be assigned to a different operation.
Bunny, this is an order.
Ugh.
It won't be easy to find and restore these records. I've assigned you this because you're the best person for the job, and I expect you to do your best.
All right. I guess I'll do it.
Good. Don't forget I'll need progress reports, and you can ask Nell if you need anything.
Fine. Leave it to me.
You know if I'll get to join a Void Intercept battle? Just asking out of curiosity. What? I should speak to the commander?
I knew my mom and dad were soldiers, but I had no idea they were involved in such a top-secret operation. These files are pretty unclear. I need to find more operation records. If I follow the trail, I might be able to find a lead or two. Mom! Dad! I hate you! You always leave me behind! I don't want You said you'd play with me. I hate you. And I hate you too, Mom. And Grandma.
Got a question about the operation? Descendant. Using the Ancestors' data, the guide claims to have discovered a zone where an Ironheart has been excavated. After undergoing emergency restoration protocols at that location, the guide should be able to track the Ironheart.
Isn't that great?
The problem is, the Ironheart excavation site is near a Vulgus munitions factory. It's a weapons production site where cyborg Vulgus, the Legion of Immortality, are manufactured. Sharon and the Colon Special Forces along with Jeremy have been deployed there as the front line, and a bridgehead has been secured. I've assigned you to this operation as well. Sharon has exceptional infiltration skills, but I need someone who can lead the battle. Your mission is to infiltrate the Ironheart excavation site and restore the guide's system. I still have my doubts about the guide. Even for this operation, I'm sending you into the lion's den on the strength of her words. But after witnessing the intercept battle, I've made up my mind. We must find the Ironheart and close the dimensional wall as soon as possible. Failure to do so would leave the remnants of humankind to be trampled by the Colossi, even if we win the war against the Vulgus. So, I have decided to put my trust in the strategic value of the guide. For now. Descendant, I leave this operation in your hands. The fate of humanity rests on your shoulders.
Welcome. You're here for modules, right?
What do you want? You're here. Welcome to the Vulgus Munitions Factory. You've made quite the impression at Kingston. So much so, I was tempted to recruit you for Colon. But then again, the enemy isn't exactly a pushover. However, now that we have the Guide as a strategic asset, I'm sure the trajectory of this war will change drastically. Shall we get started? Based on the coordinates provided by the Guide, the Ironheart excavation site is near the enemy's industrial zone. Unfortunately, the exact location needs to be confirmed in person. The coordinates are based on data from the time of the ancestors, and there's a high probability that the topography today will look a little different. I'll do recon around the industrial zone. While I'm doing that, your mission is to create a diversion to draw the enemy's eyes away from me. Even though I have active camouflage, things will be much easier if you can hold the enemy's attention. I'll tell Jeremy to stay behind and provide operational support. Jeremy seems to be unable to link with the Guide, so he won't be much use in finding the excavation site. He'll be better deployed using his arcade teleportation abilities as support for your diversion operation. Let's get moving. We need to restore the Guide's system as soon as possible.
What, me? Support? Oh, for crying out loud. Get to the point. Guide! That's all everybody talks about these days. Since when did the higher-ups at Albion conduct operations based on the word of a spirit? Not to mention, excluding an excellent descendant like myself from this operation, everything's clearly going very well. Hey, you think it's funny I can't link with the Guide? Alright then. Let's consider which descendants aren't able to link with the Guide right now. Let's see. It's only me and Alpha, yes? Looks to me like the commander of Albion and the strongest descendant are the only ones who are still sane. If I were you, I'd think carefully about why you've been designated as a bait, and I'm going to do things my way. Don't even think about tagging along. Huh. Do you really think you can even attempt to follow me? With my arcane abilities?
You've been ambushed. Or did you let it happen? As a feint, it worked well. But you mustn't let your guard down. Those Vulgus cyborgs have had quite a few upgrades recently. You may suddenly encounter powerful units that aren't in our database. Oh, we're definitely in Vulgus-occupied territory. There's no end to them.
High-level Vulgus closing in. We confirmed it's a new Kuiper-enhanced variant.
Huh. It's built is the one we're after. Make a note in the operations log, number 17. Thanks to the enemies being drawn your way, infiltration is going smoothly. Good job.
The communications deception transmitter at the Vulgus base is operational. Descendant, you need to protect the transmitter while it is operating. If the diversion works, we can detain a number of enemies here. Multiple Vulgus are closing in on the transmitter. There is a high probability that this is the result of communications diversion. Continue to engage them and stall for time as long as possible. High-level Vulgus closing in. Likely lured by our communications diversion. Descendant, our deception will be exposed if we lose the transmitter now. Protect the transmitter. Tactical target achieved. Mission accomplished, Descendant.